Hello all, welcome to my channel. I am Vivek Gaurav and I'll be teaching you dynamic programming. And before we proceed further, a humble request from my side. Please like and subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon so that you get notified every time a new video is coming up. Now, let's get started. Today we are going to talk about Python string function. This is the sixth part of the string function, and the topics that we are going to cover today is that what is string function. We'll be looking at Python string function, we'll be looking at examples as we have done before, and we'll be doing some hands-on. So once again I will suggest you that to stop the video, you pause the video from time to time and you do the hands-on with me so that you can have a better understanding of all the functions. So let's proceed further. So the first topic that we have is that Python string rstrip function. Now what is rstrip function? So Python rstrip method removes all the trailing characters, from the string. Okay, it means that it removes all the specified character from the right side of the string. Rstrip means right side. Okay, rstrip means from the right side. Okay, if you do not specify the parameter, it removes all the white spaces from the string. If you do not specify which character to be removed, then what it will do is that it will remove all the white spaces from the right side of the string, and this method returns a string value. The signature is that rstrip and then you provide a character. Now this is an optional. If you do not provide it, what it will do is that it will remove all the white spaces. So character which is in the parameter is character to be removed from the string, and what it returns a complete string. Let us have an example for this. So a simple example which does not take any parameter, what it will do is that it will remove all the trailing white spaces from the string. Here we see we have str, Java and C#, and there is a space that we have given here. Now what we are doing is that we are calling the strip function str2 is equal to str.rstrip, no parameter passed, so it is going to remove the white spaces from the right side. So when we are printing it, you will find that you will not have any white space there. Okay, so let's go to the editor and write this code, and then we will understand about it. Okay, so let's have str1 equal to Java and C#. Okay, and then I'm giving some spaces. Then what I'm doing is that str2 is equal to str1 dot rstrip. Okay, and I'm not passing any parameter here. Then I'm just trying to print both the str1 and str2. Okay, print str2. Now when I run this code, you will see that you see here when I'm running it, you can see this is taking this much space, right? So this is the space, and now here if I run, now you might not be able to understand that. For that, what I will do is that I'll print the len of str1, okay, and I'll print the len of str2. Then you can see that what is the length coming for both of them. There will be a difference in the length, right? Let's see that. Can you see? For the first one it is coming as 14, for the second one it is coming as 11. Why? Because here there was some trailing space which the strip function removed, and that is the reason the length of the second string, which is str2, has been reduced. Okay, so we could not see that. Let's suppose I'm, instead of that white space, now what I'm doing is that I'm putting dot dot dot, and here in the function I'm passing that dot. Now you see what happens. Can you see this dot has been removed? Now you can easily see that, right? So this is what the rstrip function does. Okay, now going ahead, so we understood that if you do not pass any parameter, it will remove the white space. If you are not able to see it, use the length function to count the length of the string. Since the white spaces has been removed, the new string will not have those white spaces and the length will actually reduce, but the length will the white spaces will be removed from the right side. It will not remove the white spaces in between the string. That doesn't happen. Okay, so here the string chars are removed based on the character type parameter. It returns that string after removing the character. So here what we are having is that we have C#. Now this I'm using str2 is equal to str.rstrip, and I'm removing this hash symbol there, and when I'm printing it, I'm not getting this, right? We already did this example here. What I did is that I added dot dot dot, and when I removed this dot, it was not coming up. Okay, instead of dot, let's try to remove hash. Okay, and you will see that it is not removed. Why? Because there is no hash at the right hand side, right? There is no hash there. If I add a hash here, okay, and then I try to remove it, then it will remove that hash. Now you see this hash has been removed, right? But if it is there in the middle, it is not going to remove that. Remember that rstrip always removes from the right side, nowhere from, no, it doesn't remove from anywhere else. Okay, remember that part. And it is pretty easy to know how much characters are removed by getting the string length function, which we already tried, right? We already tried. First we have this, then we are removing, and then we are trying to print the length of both the strings. So the first one is giving, the original string is giving you length 11. The second string is giving you length 10. Why? Because this hash has been removed from the string because of this rstrip function. Okay, so that was all about rstrip. Now going ahead and talking about split method. Now Python split method splits the string into a comma separated list. What it does is that it splits the string into a comma separated list, and it separates a string based on the separator delimiter. You are the one who is going to provide a separator delimiter. Based on that, it is going to split it. And this method takes two parameters, and both are optional. Okay, both are optional. It is described below. Here you see signature split, then we have separator which is equal to none we have given, and maximum split is equal to -1. Now let us try to understand the parameter. So separator means a string parameter which will act as a separator based on which string you want to separate it. Okay, so this is the one you want to split it, that is the separator. And maximum split means the number of times the split should be performed. Okay, how many times you want the split to be performed? You want the split to be performed multiple times as long as that character exists, that separator exists, or you want to just separate it only once, twice, thrice, like that. And what it returns a comma separated list. Okay, let us have a look at the example. Now this is a simple example to understand the uses of a split function method, and no parameter is given. By default, white spaces work as a separator. And look at this example. Python is a programming language, and here I am using str.split. I took another string, okay, and here I am writing str.split. And since there is no parameter, all these things, this will become one, this will become another, this will become another one, this will become another one, like that. So you see here, all of them has become a different string. Different item in the list. It gave you a comma separated list. Let us try and run this program and see. Okay, so here if I'll go and then I'll remove this part. Okay, and here instead of this, if I use split, okay, and I use a split and I don't do anything, and then if I try to print str2, okay, see what it gives me. It gives me Java and C# and hash. Okay, and if I give it a proper test that I love my country, okay, if I do like this, then you see what happens. I love my country. Okay, so it returned you what? It returned you, it did not pass anything, so it is splitted with the white space and it gave you comma separated list here. Okay, this is how it works. So going ahead, looking at the another example. Now let's pass a parameter separator to the method. Now it will separate the string based on the separator. Look at this example. We have a string is equal to Python is a programming language, and here we are splitting based on Python. Now since Python has been split, this complete part has been removed. The first one you will get as an empty string. See, first one you are getting as an empty string, and is a programming language will come as one single string. Okay, it will come one as a one single string. Let us go and try this example also. So here if I write like this, Python is a programming language. Okay, if I like this, and if I split based on Python, now what will I do? What will I get? You see what I am getting. The first one is an empty string I am getting, and is a programming language I am getting. Okay, if I write one more time, Python is a Python programming language, now you see what it will do. Python is a Python programming language. It will give me three string. First is an empty string, is a is another one, because is a before this Python is also splitting, so this part is another one, and then programming language is coming as the third one, right? So every time it gave me one. Now here let's suppose if I give only one, now I'll get the same result which I was getting previously, because now it is going to split only once, because the second parameter is maximum split. How many maximum split you want? I gave that as 1. So the maximum number of split that happened is one time it happened. After that it did not. If I remove this, then it is going to split 2 times, because in that case we did not specify, so it will do the maximum number which is possible. So this is how the other parameter works. Okay, so here the string is splitted each time when a is occurred. See this example, Java is a programming language. So here there is a, 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 here there is a. So we will get so many strings, so many items in the list, right? So many separation will happen. Okay, let us try with this also. let me try with this also. Instead of Python, let me make it as Java, and I'll remove this and I'll just may write here A, and now you see what happens. So you see A got separated, so J and V got into two parts. Again after VA there was A, so that got separated, so V came into another one, is came as a single string, right? And then A got removed, program came, PROGR came as one string. Like that, every time it found A, it splitted that. And in case if I just write there, is just write there 2, so what it will do is that only this part will be separated. JV is J will be one string, V will be another one, and is a programming language will come as a one. Let's try and see that if it works. So JV is one item, V is another one item, and is a programming language is coming as one separate item. Okay, so this is how the split function works. Okay, so we already tried this part and we got the output also, right? This is the number of split. So along with the separator, we can pass the maximum split value. The maximum split value is used to set the number of times to split that. Okay, we have already tried and tested it. So now let's go to the next function that we have, which is starts with. So Python starts with method returns either true or false. Okay, starts with method returns either true or false. It returns true if the string starts with a prefix, otherwise it returns you false. Okay, so here what you do is that here you check with if it starts with a particular string or not. If it starts with a particular prefix, then it returns you true, otherwise it returns you false. So it takes two parameters, start and end. Start is a starting index from where the searching start, and end is a end index is where the searching stop. Let us have a look at the signature. So here you see starts with prefix is the one which is the most important one, which one you are looking for, and then start, which is optional, end is also optional. Start means start index from where the searching start, end means end index where the searching stop. Prefix is the one that is to be checked, the string which is to be checked. This is the string which you are checking, and both start and end are optional. Okay, now what is it returns? It returns you a boolean value, true or false. Let us have a look at the example. So let's first create a simple example which prints true if the string starts with the prefix. So here we have a string hello coders, and in the str2, the another string, I am checking str dot starts with hello. So of course it starts with hello, right? So it returns me true. This is one example. Let us go and check the another example. The string does not start with the prefix, the method returns false. See here, hello coders, I wrote coders. Does it start with coder? No, of course not. It starts with hello, so it is going to return you false. Okay, so it is returning you false here. Okay, let's see the another example, and then we will directly go there and write the code. This method takes three parameters. The start and the end index are optional. Here we are passing the start index only. Here you see str is equal to hello coders, and then str2 equal to str dot starts with, and then code, and then 6. So from the 6th character, does it start with code? You see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Yes, code, it starts with code, so it is going to give you true, right? Then what we have it returns true if the string lie between the start and the end index starts from the prefix. An example here you see code 6 to 10. So code 6 to 10 we already saw. 6 is C only, code only, right? So 6, 7, 8, 9. So between 6 to 10, of course 10 won't be included because the upper limit is never included. There is a code there, so it is going to return you true. And for the another one, if I write 8, 12, I'm going to get false here. Right, I'm going to get false here because it does not find it there, right? So let's go there and write the starts with function. Okay, so let's suppose that I'll change this and I'll make it a smaller one. So I'll write there hello coders only. Okay, hello coders, and here I'm writing str2 is equal to str1 dot starts with. Okay, and I'm checking with simple hello, and then if I print str2, then what it is going to give me? It is going to give me a true and false value. See, it is going to give me true. Why? Because it starts with hello. If I change it to small h, then it is going to give me false because the case is not matching, right? If I write coders there, then of course it is going to give me false because it doesn't start with coders. Then also I'm getting coders, right? Let's suppose I give coders and then I start an index like 6. Okay, in that case it should give me true because now coder starts from the 6th index onward. Okay, if I give 6 to 8, okay, if I give 6 to 8, then it is going to give me false because coders doesn't end at 8. If I just write COD, then it might give me true. Now, okay, COD. If I just write CO, because 8th character won't be included, then it is going to return me true. Now you see, right? So if I write COD and if I make this one as 10, then it is going to give me true. Okay, 6 to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'll just write remove R there. Now it is going to give me true, right? So this is how it is working. Okay, so we check the starts with, it should always start with the prefix that you are giving. Okay, prefix is the one which is mandatory. The other two parameters are optional. If you give it, it's okay. One is the start where you want to start the search, and the other is the last one is where you want to end the search. And always remember that that is not included, that is exclusive. Okay, so that is the starts with function. So we checked all of them. Yes, we checked all of them. We checked all of them. Okay, so now the next function that we have is upper. So Python upper method converts all the character to uppercase and returns a uppercase string. Very simple, like upper, this is how you use a signature, no parameter required, and it returns a string only. Let us have a look. So Python upper method, so see an example of upper method, it returns a uppercase. So here we have hello coders, and then we are writing str.upper, so it is going to return you everything in capital letter. It is going to give you this hello coders. This is what you will get as the output, right? Next one, here we have list, right? See how we can use this method in programming. The below example converts all the element of the list into uppercase. So what I'm doing is that I have created a list is equal to Irfan, Shohan and Mohan, and for L in list, print L dot upper. So all the list item are getting printed in the uppercase. Okay, then we have another one, we have another variable here, another list here, Irfan, Shohan, Aman, Mohan, and vowels A, E, I, O, U. Now I am running a nested for loop here. For L in names and for V in vowels, if L dot starts with V, then I am changing L dot upper. If the name starts with V, then only I am changing it to uppercase. Okay, so here you see what is happening is that I am getting Irfan and I am getting Aman, right? Vowel V in vowel means if anything starts with a vowel A, E, I, O, U, it's not, it doesn't start with V, doesn't mean that I'm giving like, you know, I'm checking only with V. No, V basically means in the vowel that I have mentioned here. This is what it means. Okay, this is what it means. If you do not explain, if you did not understand, let me explain it once again. So here we have a list. Okay, let me use the pen. Where is the pen option? Yes. So here in this list we have Irfan, Sohan, Aman and Mohan. In the vowel list I have A, E, I, O, U. Now I am running a for loop. We have already seen that with for loop can be used with, like, you know, it can be used to traverse through the items of a list or a string also, right? So here for L in names, like Irfan, Shohan, Aman, Mohan. Okay, these are the items that L is going to point to. And for V in vowels, A, E, I, O, U, this is what V will point to. If L dot starts with V, if Irfan starts with any of the things A, E, I, O, U, right, it starts, yes, it starts with I, then it is going to convert that into upper string. Then Suhan it doesn't, Aman, yes it does, Mohan it doesn't, right? This is how we are doing it. Okay, and then so let us go and try this program here. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna do str2 is equal to str1 dot upper. Okay, and this is very simple. If I'll write print str2, what I'll get hello coders in capital letter. See, hello coders in capital letter. Now let's try that example which we were talking about. So here what I will do is that here I will create list1 equal to, and here I'll write, you know, Aman. Okay, and then I have Sohan, and then I have Irfan, and then I have Irfan, Aman, Sohan, and then I'll have Mohan. Let's have Mohan. Okay, and then I'm creating vowels. Okay, vowels is equal to, and this is also a list A, E, okay, I, and then O, and then U. So I have the 5 vowels. Now for L in list 1 and then for V in vowels, if L dot starts with, Okay, L dot starts with, it starts with what? If it starts with V. See here, I am not writing V in the inverted comma. Why? Because V is a variable here for the for loop. Okay, if it starts with V, then what I am doing is that I am writing print L dot upper. Okay, I am writing L dot upper. Okay, so now if I run this, what I should get is that I am getting Aman and Irfan in capital letters. In case you want, you can debug this code and then you check what is happening. Okay, so let's try to debug this code for the time being and understand how it works. So you have a look in this particular area, there only everything will come. So now you see the L is first Aman and V is what? Is V is A. V is pointing to the first item, which is A. And does it start? If I check this as a parameter, if I this add as a watch, so here you see it is coming as true, right? So what it is going to do is that it is going to print that in the upper case. Now it is a nested for loop, so it will go inside the lower loop. So now we will point to what? We will point to Suhan. Now sorry, now sorry, it will go into the inner loop, right? So A is going pointing to E now. So now does it starts with, does Aman starts with E? No. Does Aman start with I? No. Does Aman start with O? No. Does Aman starts with U? No. So now it did everything, and then it will go and increase the second, it go to point to the second item, which is Sohan here. Now you see it became Sohan. Now does Sohan starts with A? No, it doesn't. Does Sohan start with E? No, it doesn't. Does Sohan starts with I? No, it doesn't. It starts with O? No, it doesn't. Does it starts with U? No, it doesn't. So what happened? It will not do anything. It will go, and now L will point to the third item, which is Irfan. So now you see L is pointing to Irfan. Now you see, does L start with A? No. Does L starts with I? E? No. Does L starts with I? Yes. You see the condition became true here. So it is going to print that Irfan in capital letter, and then it will point check with O and U as well. It will say that the condition is false. Then the L will point to Mohan, and Mohan, it doesn't start with A, E, I, O, U. So it will go through the list and check the condition, and it will find that it doesn't start. So the loop will stop there. Okay, and that is the reason we are getting Aman and Irfan. So here in this example, we have used two functions which we read today, starts with and then the upper one. If I make this as like this, then the whole thing will change. Then I will not get any output. See, I'm not getting any output. Instead of that, if I write M there, if I make M there, then I might get Mohan only as the output. You see, all of them as giving me Mohan. Right? Why Mohan? Because you see here what is happening. Okay, because it is a loop there, right? So yes, it is started with that. Every time it is going to do like that, right? It is going to start with that because vowel I am checking, so it is going to run 5 times. This loop is going to run 5 times, and 5 times it is going to find that Mohan is starting with M. So I am getting 5 times Mohan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that it is working. Okay, so here it should not be inverted comma, here it should be the variable that I am creating here. I hope that makes sense and you understood that part. And now we will go to the next function, which is zfill. Now Python zfill method fills the string at left with 0 digit to make a string of length width. Okay, a specific length of width it is going to make. It returns a string contains a sign prefix plus or minus before the digit. It returns a string contains a sign prefix plus or minus before the 0 digit, and it returns the original length of the string if the width is less than the string length. Okay, signature is zfill, and then you provide the width, that how many width you want, 10, 20, 50, whatever. Width is the length of the string. It returns a string only. Let us have a look at the example. So let's see an example which has width greater than string length, and it returns a new string containing 0 to the left, and total length is equal to the width. So here you see we have text is equal to zfill example, and then str2 is equal to text dot zfill 20. And what it is going to do is that on the before that it is going to fill everything with 0. Zfill means fill with 0. Okay, 0 fill. Okay, this is what it is giving. Another example, here we are passing width less than the string length, therefore it returns the original string without filling zeros to the left. We have text is equal to zfill, and then str2 is equal to text.zfill 5. You see the length itself is more, but we want to fill only 5, so it is not going to fill it. Okay, so let us see these two examples and then we will come back here. So here I am going to remove that, and I am going to have str1 equal to, and then here I am having hello. Okay, and then what I am going to do is that str2 is equal to str1 dot zfill. okay, and I'm gonna write 10 there. Okay, I'm gonna write 10 there, and then I'm gonna print str2. Okay, now if I run this code, you see, can you see 0 is there coming there, right? So this is what Z2 is doing. If I make it to 5, then it is not going to give me anything, it is going to give me hello as it is, because it doesn't, it has the original listing has more length, right? So 5, it is, had it been like only HE, then it is going to fill, you know, 3 zeros here. Now you see it is going to fill 3 zeros, but earlier we had hello which was 6, and now I trying to print, you know, 5 zeros. I'm the width I'm giving as 5, it is not possible for it to fill that, right? So that is the reason it gave you 0, it returned you the original string itself. Another example, now this example describes the sign either positive or negative includes before the 0 fills to the left of the string. Now you see here, val plus 100, val 2 minus 100, minus 200, val 3 is equal to hyphen hyphen rohan hyphen hyphen. And then what we are doing is that str2 is equal to val.zfill 10, val2 dot zfill 10, val3 dot zfill 10, and then we are trying to print all of them, and then we can see that what is happening is that where that 0 is coming, okay, where this 0 is coming. So if there is a sign, then it is going to put it before, after that sign actually. You see it, let me run this program. So let me have 3 val 1, val equal to, and I am going to write string plus 100, okay, val 2 equal to minus 200, and then val 3 equal to hyphen hyphen Vivek, okay, and then hyphen hyphen. Then what I am doing is that I am writing val 4 equal to val 1 dot zfill, val, okay, val dot zfill, and then I'm going to make 10, okay, and then val 5 equal to val 2 dot zfill, and I'm going to make this also as 10, and then val 6 equal to val 3 dot zfill, and here I'm going to make 10, okay. Here I'll make, you know, 12 or 14, you know, let's make it as 14, so that, you know, Vivek hyphen hyphen Vivek itself is, you know, 9 character, so I'm just going to increase that. And now if I try to print, I did not print that, print val 4, okay, val 4, and I'm going to copy paste this line to save some time, you know, and then I'll change it to val 5, and here I'll make it to val 6. And now you see here how I am getting. So can you see, plus is there, and after that it filled 0, there's so many zeros. Minus is there, after that it filled zeros, and then hyphen hyphen, after the first minus it put so many zeros, and then the second hyphen. So after the sign, after the plus or the minus sign, it is going to fill that zeros. This is what we wanted to understand here, okay. So this example describes the sign either plus or negative includes before the 0 fills to the left of the string, okay. So here you saw the example, what happened is that plus remained here, and then the 0 came, minus remained here, and then the 0 came, and then minus remained here, and then 0 came, and then after that whatever string was there, the first sign it is going to calculate, okay, it is going to take into consideration, it is going to fill the 0 after the first sign if there is a sign there, okay, if there is a sign here. So this is what it was mentioned here, okay, this is what it was mentioned here. Let's try to read it once again. At 0, with 0 digit, to make a string of length weight, it returns a string contains a sign prefix, it returns a string contains a sign prefix plus or minus before the 0 digit, okay. If it is there, then it returns that before the 0 digit. This is what it means, okay. So I hope that the things are clear and you understood about the Z field example, okay. So that's all in this video. That was all about the string function. Thank you so much.